Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the USS Robinson. Our mission is to explore the continuum, seek out strange new people, but not as strange as us, of course, to answer age-old questions, and to boldly ask new ones. Who's he? I've never seen him before.
Dunno.
Oh, he'll be the one who has to die to show our new enemy is a real threat.
What? You didn't tell me that. You said there'd be ice cream.
Oh. Behold, I am Mr. Creamy, unopposed ruler of the soft scoop people. Bow before my might.
Conti to bridge, now!
Now that's what I call a baked Alaska. Brain stew away team. What's your status?
Tell my wife
Oh, the usual. By the way, tell engineering we need some kind of armor or we're going to run out of crew.
Noted. Anything else?
Nope, we're done here. Beam us up.
I love that. And I
work.
vaporized myself.
Yeah, poor Andorian. Tell my wife I love her.
Very clever. Very clever. Well,
there's something
let's
wrong
get
tonight.
this show on the road. Hello, and welcome to a question of Trek, where it's Trek, and more Trek. So roll up. We've got trivia as far as the eye can see, and really hard Star Trek questions as big as your head. Our prices can't be beat. Today's show will feature your favorite Star Trek film, and mine, Star Trek Nemesis.
Very good. Very good.
On to the introductions. So,
There you go.
just below, we
Doing
have
great.
Admiral Brains, who is here to push all our buttons. And
Well, somebody's buttons.
to either side, we have our wonderful team captains. We have Conti, and as you know, to know Conti is to love Conti, and to love Conti may require penicillin at a later date.
Wow.
And we have Zoe here taking a break from YouTube to join us here on YouTube. And if she's not here, then it's time for a wellness check. So, playing with Zoe is Gorilla's Random Thoughts, one of our best and brightest. And playing with Conti, we have Jay. My favorite quote from Jay, cramp. And Admiral, can you show, or whoever's going to do that, we've got some team names.
Do we?
We do.
Since when? When does that happen? Why didn't anybody tell me these things?
Since
Really?
you typed them, I hope.
Did I? I think I did. Maybe.
Well, let's find out.
Let's find out.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ta-da!
Battle stations.
So, I believe that Team Zoe are the Argonauts.
What happened there?
And Conti and Jay will be the Ramones. Sees the Remains, the Remans. And before we get under, pardon?
Unearned points. You got the team name wrong.
No. The scoreboard says if Conti mispronounces the names or says them wrong, Conti didn't do it.
Okay.
He's acting Conti.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're going to need some
understand.
rules lawyering tonight, because if Conti gets the name wrong, does that mean we get a point, or does it mean if T-Dowd gets the name wrong, we get a point?
Oh, I won't get them wrong. I won't, as long as it's spelled right.
If he says the name wrong, we get a point deducted from our score.
Yeah, because we're going to have to sort this out before Conti starts saying Conti's team name wrong.
Right,
No,
okay.
no. This will be a clean fight, everything above the belt. So,
This is I'm sorry, but if I had that power and I was called the Remans, I'd spend the entire evening calling my team the Romans.
I don't think so. I think you're made of more moral stuff. Oh, something went wrong. Anyway, who's joining us from the chats? Let's see. We've got, John DeMarco. Have you gotten my audition tape for Jeopardy yet? Well, and we've got Omnicast. Hip hip hurrah, tally ho. Very, very British sounding. And we have Capples to Bird of Prey 5.
Capples.
Or Bird of Prey 5, as we say in Quebec. And my favorite chief engineer from the Milton, Samaj Nutsneeb, or James Beeston, spelled the other way around. Welcome to James. James MC, who actually just joined us on the Milton and is having a little nose around. Hi, James. Thank you for coming. Welcome, Subspace Chatter. Why are you like? Do you know that person? I don't think I do. Do I know that person?
I do not know that person.
Oh, welcome to a new person.
So welcome to our show. I hope
Yes,
we are not
welcome.
scaring you away.
No.
Well, I haven't gotten started yet.
Oh, we've gotten started, all right.
Well, I haven't gotten started yet.
And fond greetings to the Random Menace. So far, the best question of Trek to date. Well, I don't know how that could be. And John DeMarco says, I think your audition transmission was interrupted by an ion storm. Try resending. Okay. I'll come out from behind the moon. All right, then. Let's get on the
Space Chicken's here.
Who?
Oh, Space Chicken.
Space Chicken.
Hey.
Oh, our science and ops guy on the Milton. Practically the whole gang is here. Well, hi, Gordon.
Okay.
So let's move on to round one of our game, which consists of 10 questions. You answer the question correctly, you get a point. If you answer incorrectly, no point. In this round, each team has the option of raising shields, a highly contested maneuver, but we'll see what happens. And in the event that a team raises shields, the question will be posed to the opposing team, who gets a point if they answer correctly. If they don't, the team whose question it was originally gets the point. So I believe Zoe's team went first last time, so it is Conti's newly minted teams will be going first with what we like to call question one. What?
Okay.
Oh, did you say hey or yay?
Yay.
Okay, the expression on your face is kind of frozen. It doesn't change, so
Conti
it's hard
looks
to
like
tell.
they're about to deck someone.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
I had the sun in my eyes a little bit, and it's like, ugh.
I bet Conti's in his underwear. We don't want to see that.
I
That's
don't
why
have
he's got
under-
the
I
icon,
That's
the
for
avatar.
That's for Question of Trek After Dark, also known as our OnlyFans.
Sitting in front of only a fan in his underpants. Okay, so round one begins with question one.
That's logical.
Yes, I like to keep it plain and simple. Who's bringing up the questions?
Well,
I can just read them. We don't have to look at spaceships careening.
don't you.
Question one. Who was able to locate the scimitar while cloaked?
That's a good question. Who was able to locate a scimitar while closed?
Nobody. They had to remember where they parked.
No one. Because they could only locate it once they saw the weapons hit the shield. But because I remember the Enterprise captain telling the Romulan commanders to fire on the fire where you see the ship being hit. So I would say, but the person who gave the order was Picard, but the person who figured it out.
Didn't Troy find the scimitar by telepathing with the head Riemann guy?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, he was able to reverse the old telepathic thing there. We'll go with Troy.
Okay, and the answer is Commander Deanna Troy, and that's worth a point. Well done. Oh. Well done. That's a commanding lead.
Yeah.
Is it?
Question two goes to the Argonauts. In which year did the Riemann forces
let's bring up the question.
Sorry.
Well, I thought that would happen as I was talking, but thank you for interrupting me in that kind way that you did. In what year did the Riemann forces overthrow the Romulan Star Empire?
Oh. There's a couple of years before the star went supernova there. And the star went supernova in 81, so I'm thinking it was 79.
Well, I was thinking 76, but 79 does ring a bell, so I'll go with what my Honorable Gorilla's Random Thoughts has said. Let's go with,
2379. Let's get the right 79.
Yeah, I was going to say 1979.
Yeah, 23.
Well, let's see how you did there.
Go on.
One second.
The day before yesterday. That's when I watched the film.
Yes!
Well done, you. 2379 indeed, and that's a point for the Argonauts.
Yeah, Zoe, that 76 was literally right after the Dominion War, so.
Right. I'm sorry, I'm stuck in the Dominion War at the moment.
Yeah.
And question three is back to the Riemanns, and the question is, how long had Councillor Troy served as ship's counselor?
Oh, good question. That I think 15 years.
15 years.
25 minutes. Based on all of the time, all of the we see she's doing the job in the episodes.
Well, Zoe, I think that's how long her training was.
I think, just a cut clip of he's hiding something, Captain. He's definitely hiding something.
Even though Diane was a better character than she was. But I think it was
Professor Brainy Specs. I take exception to that.
Oh, really?
I do.
It's
Picard
an
had
interesting point, though,
said,
now that Conti's just
that,
brought up. Sorry, go on.
Picard had said to Data that he'd been waiting 15 years to tell him to shut up. So I say 15 years because Deanna and Data served the same amount of time.
Yeah.
All right, then. So 15 years is your response. And let's see how you did.
Yay.
Well done. And in all that time, they still can't figure out where reverse is on the Enterprise.
Don't let Troy drive the ship.
Well, as
Indeed.
the song says, we're only going forward because we can't find reverse. So, yeah.
Come on, Jay. Cut us some slack. She only crashed it like 6 times.
Yeah.
Is it just
Only-
He really learned how to drive in season 3 of Picard.
As an interesting point, though, when you mentioned Guinan, it is interesting because Guinan does serve as a kind of counselor. So if Guinan hadn't become a character, would all of those scenes have been involving Troy instead?
Well, that's because Troy had some tenure and Picard couldn't fire her.
You don't want to go up against that Betazoid Union. They've got a lot of dirt on everybody.
Better counselor than Troy.
Okay, then. Question 4 goes to, I believe, our Argonauts.
Well, if it must.
How does that Riemann Viceroy meet his end?
Riker Disney deaths him off of the edge of a kind of gangway on one of the engineering decks. He falls to his doom.
It's a bit dramatic, isn't it?
A fall to your doom is basically known in storytelling circles as a Disney death, because Disney doesn't like to show people dying. So just falling in a way that implies that you're about to get splattered is how they often do it.
See, a question of Trek isn't just fun; it's educational too.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how you did.
He died by the Riker maneuver.
Yeah, he gets the shaft.
He gets shafted on the Enterprise.
It was consensual.
Well done, Argonauts. So, moving on to question 5 for our Riemann team.
Yep.
Where does the Scimitar launch a sneak attack against the Enterprise?
In space.
The final frontier.
We needed to be a little more specific in your answer.
What, a bit more specific than space?
It was that nebula. What was it called? That nebula?
16309.
What was that nebula called?
Oh, God.
Give me a second.
Wasn't the Briar Patch, because that was the previous movie.
Yeah. They had a couple of briar patches in Star Trek, I think, because I've heard it before.
Voyager probably had a briar patch.
Probably. No, I'm thinking of the Badlands, aren't I?
You are, yeah. Oh, God.
The front bit, or maybe the rear.
Gaseous anomaly.
Oh, wasn't it? Began with a B, I think, wasn't it? Basin, something or other.
Basin Rift? No, not Basin Rift.
Yeah, the Basin Rift. Basin Rift.
Hang on.
You say Basin and I say Basin.
I think.
Wasn't Birmingham Space Chicken?
Birmingham.
Yeah, it was
Org space. Balloonery. Bradford.
Basin Rift, brother.
Is that the answer you agree upon? You can always raise shields, but I'm not sure how I would do that on my notepad.
No,
Let's say Basin Rift.
Yeah, well, I think it's spelled Bassen Rift. So Basin Rift, however it's pronounced.
That's what you're going with? Well, let's have a look on the answer screen. And you are correct. It is the Basin Rift.
Good going.
That's
Good
a
job.
point to you. Well done. Well done. And play reverts to the Argonauts.
1 second. Oh, sorry.
Talora's stylish red purse contained a smaller version of what deadly weapon?
The Thaleron. Oh, what's it called? The
Rift?
It's not Rift.
The bassoon rift.
It's something that starts with a T.
Yeah, it's a Thaleron device. Thaleron Cascade.
The Thaleron radiation.
Yeah.
The Thaleron Cascade is your answer?
I believe it's a Thaleron Cascade. It causes a matrix to form that then disintegrates and eats all organic matter.
Confident?
No, but we'll go with it.
Want to use your shields?
No, because I've pretty much just answered it. I just trying to get the second word right. I'm pretty sure it's a Thaleron Cascade.
Well, let's have a look at the reply. Oh, someone's ringing in.
Thaleron generator.
Thaleron generator. But I think we can be lenient. I think you can have that point. What do you reckon? What do you reckon there, Professor BS?
Thank you.
Yes, we'll give it to them.
You
Mr. T.
got the active ingredient. It's like, is it a chocolate cake? Is it chocolate torte? It's chocolate. That's the important thing. Oh, now I'm hungry. So a point goes to the Argonauts, and play goes over to our Remans. What prevents the away team from using the transporters to beam down to Colaris 3?
There was a ion storm.
Was that the planet with where they went to locate B4?
Where Data's head and everything, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, an ion storm.
They were too close to an ion storm.
I'm going to end up in the mirror universe.
So your final answer is
Ion storm.
okay. Then let's see how well you did.
Do we have to?
And the answer is indeed an ion storm.
Oh, that's for the planet.
I'm going to have to
things.
challenge this one. I'm sorry, I have to challenge it because what actually prevented them from using the transporter was a directive from the producers to give them a reason to use that bloody stupid Dune buggy sequence.
Dune buggy. Well,
I think that was Patrick Stewart's idea, actually.
I wish I was thinking that.
he must have just gotten his U.S. driving license or something. Wanted to show it off.
If I'm not mistaken, he drove a he entered a kind of like a NASCAR race thing, and he loved it so much he wanted to do something in the movie like that.
Wow.
NASCAR.
It's not NASCAR. It's kind of an offshoot of NASCAR or something. It was out in California.
Well, he's well and truly assimilated to the U.S. if he's hopping into the NASCAR.
That is amazing.
Well-
something else, but yeah, he got in a race car and he loved it. He wanted to do something like that in the movie.
Well, he got his wish.
Yep.
Although it sounded quite interestingly technological, it probably banged on like an old clapped out cortina or something.
He got a lot of bangs in that. All right.
All right, then. Our next question goes to the opposite team from what answered last time.
100 points.
And Raymond's got a point there.
Yes, they did.
All right.
Yeah.
And as well they should. So, the question, where had the Rikers planned to spend their honeymoon?
In bed.
Cheeky. It's a family show.
I didn't say what
Is
they were
it?
doing.
Oh,
On the dark side of the moon.
The Omnicast system J25.
I'm going to laugh at that too. I have no idea
It's
what it
very-
meant.
That's where they first encountered the Borg.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Well, I believe you. Thousands wouldn't.
Admiral Brains, is this movie when just after
Butlins.
Worf
I've been
and
to Butlins.
Worf lost Jadzia, or was it just after DS9 ended? I can't
Well,
remember.
this
what
was
year
definitely
this
after.
was.
This was definitely after DS9 ended.
Okay.
I'm almost
Johnson.
certain.
DS9 ended in 1999, broadcasting on television. This movie was 2001.
I mean, this
I'm
is,
almost
at this
certain
point,
that it's
Voyager
I
was
thought it was
back in January.
2002.
yeah, because Worf is essentially back working on the Enterprise.
I thought it was
Was it
2002.
It might be. I know it's in the 2000s.
You know, they had a
Into
little.
the year 2000.
They had a continuity issue. Worf was an ambassador, and he was in a Starfleet uniform. He should have still
right.
been an ambassador.
You're right. It was 2002.
That's a good point. He's supposed to be ambassador. He is in this one, and then later on, he's part of Federation security again, being a
Yep.
spy.
And a captain.
Well,
He's not a great ambassador. He doesn't go to work.
You do have about 3 years between the end of DS9 and this film.
We need to know why he wasn't an ambassador anymore. What did he do?
He hated tar hunting.
he was a gardener on Romulus.
He wanted to go fishing.
He got tired of hunting saber bear with Martok.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
he
couldn't
didn't explain why
stand his
Worf's back.
wife.
He's just there.
Yeah.
Well, he was there for the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He had
that,
He
already-
hitched
already-
a ride.
yeah, that
What?
could work. That could work.
Once you
Oh,
RSVP,
really?
you're really locked in.
Professor,
That's
I
not
sent
true.
you a
I once
message on
forgot
Twitter
to
real
turn up
quick.
to a wedding.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry,
what were you
Gorilla.
saying?
What did you ask?
I sent you a message on Twitter asking if my question's all right for later
Oh,
on.
okay. Thank you.
And Picard was really flirting with Worf when he said, "Oh, you're a strapping young man."
Well, yeah, he does like to sing Gilbert Sullivan. I mean, come on.
He wanted to see Worf naked.
Well, I'm sorry. This may sound a bit like getting back on topic, but do we know where the Troys were planning to spend their post-nuptials?
I
The
think it's very
post-nuptial.
clear from the
Yeah.
conversation that we don't.
Hey, no, I didn't get a chance to answer.
It's not our side. It's not our question.
Oh,
It's the
that's another
Raymond's
question because they answered the Ion Storm last time.
Yeah, we answered the Ion Storm last time. It's y'all's question.
Is it?
Yeah, it is
What?
yours.
Then
I was
how-
just making a joke when I
okay.
said the dark side of the moon.
Then
Oh,
I did something.
I thought it was your question. That's why I'm just sitting here.
No, sweetheart, it's yours, darling.
Oh, right. Okay.
What did I do wrong?
It definitely is
you
your
never-
question.
You never
Okay.
do anything wrong,
Argonauts.
T-Dog.
In that case, I have to try and work it out.
They're planning on. I believe they're planning on going to Alaska, where Riker Will was born. His home state,
Okay, yeah.
Canada?
Alaska.
I'll ask her myself.
Ooh.
them fighting words.
No.
Okay,
Remember the guy from Lower Decks episode? He thought that they were from Canada because Ben, the waiter, told him that Riker was a Canadian.
Yep, I remember.
Yep.
Random Menace makes a good point. Wesley Crusher was also at the wedding. What did they do with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not in the rest of the film. What the hell?
He was a full lieutenant.
Well, that's because his mom
I
slapped him.
thought he was
again, and
Lieutenant
got
JG.
in a huff. He got in a huff there and left.
Well, there is a deleted scene with Wesley in it.
Yeah,
and they're saying that he
was
sees a
gonna be
girl and
assistant.
wanders off.
He was going to be
Did
one of
Beverly,
the
did Beverly
assistant
slap
chief
him again?
engineers.
No slaps. No
Well, he
slaps,
does have
no
that
slaps.
traveler power. He could just have buggered off.
He could have done. All right, then. So we're going to have to ask for an answer.
Alaska.
Okay, well, let's see.
Casperia Prime.
Opal
Damn it.
C, Beta
Oh.
Z.
Oh, of
Beta.
course, the Opal C will have to wait.
Yes,
Oh.
it did. It did have to wait. And just from a medical point of view, you do not want all the men going naked in Alaska because
Sorry, Zoe, I remembered it wrong.
No, it's fine. I didn't know either.
Now, don't they have that polar bear club where they strip down to the underwear and they jump in the icy water every year?
they sure do.
Hey, it's
They do that.
exhilarating. I'll tell you that. It's
That's just
exhilarating.
called going to the beach in Scotland.
Hey, make fun of it all you want. It's exhilarating. It wakes you right up when you jump in that water.
I will make fun of it.
I do it every year. It's called
All
the
right.
polar plunge.
Looks like
Polar
this.
plunge.
There we go. I was about to
So
say,
I'm
looks like-
afraid that's no points for the Argonauts on that question. But it's everyone's to play for still. Fear not, fret none. And we go back to the Remans
no threat here.
with our penultimate question. Who piloted the Enterprise E to Romulus?
Ooh, very good question.
Romulus?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that planet with all the Romulans
Yes,
on
the-
it.
he looked somewhat.
Really?
He looked really worried, didn't he? When he said, plot a course for Romulus. He looked back at the captain. Oh,
I thought
God.
the Sontarans were on Romulus.
No. Oh, bloody hell.
Are you sure it's not Sontarans?
It was
Lieutenant Hawk. Oh wait, he's aboard now, says Omnica.
Something like
The
Benson.
designated.
Benson.
all he said was helmsman lay on a course for Romulus.
Well, he's
He was a lieutenant.
oh God, he's got the same name as the guy from Death Wish. What's his name? Oh God, Bronson. Well, it's not called ours, but I think his name is Bronson.
I never heard his name. All I heard was helmsman laying a course for Romulus.
I think
That
he's
is
named.
one of the lines from the film.
I think he's named in a different scene.
It's either Benson or Bronson. Or We'll go with Bronson.
No.
If
Yeah.
he's called Benson, it's the ops officer Hedges.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It's
It's Bronson. I'm telling you, it's Bronson.
I don't think it was Bronson.
It was Bronson. I promise you. I bet you. Tell you what, double or nothing, right?
Fight.
If you get it right,
Jeremy Clarkson. Oh, Top Gear. Top Gear reference.
we'll go with Bronson.
Okay,
All right.
then. Well, let's see if this gamble paid off.
Oh no!
Lieutenant Branson.
Ouch.
Branson. I thought it wasn't Bronson.
Think of the pickle.
Oh no!
That's
If you
Branston.
gave me just a little bit more time, I would have figured it out.
Is it Branston pickle? I've always called it Branson pickle. Oh
No,
dear.
Branson's the guy from
Wait a
Virgin.
minute. I mean, it was close enough. I mean,
I
you
know
know,
it. I knew it was the named, but it sounded like the city that is the
Missouri?
the second country music capital of the world. Branson.
Is that in Branson, Missouri? No, is it in Missouri?
Yes.
Branson,
Oh, okay.
Missouri.
Gosh,
Yeah, it
some
is
of those.
Branson, which is
some of my
I was
geography.
trying to think of the name of the town.
There are two capitals of country music.
Well,
It's the second capital of country music, is what they call it.
is Nashville the first?
Yeah.
Yes.
What, the Grand Old Osprey.
even random Menace thinks, even random Menace quiz me. It's close enough.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I mean, I was going to ask Admiral Brains to weigh in. What do you reckon?
I don't think so.
Give me 1 second here, guys. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
You guys are telling me there are two capitals for country and western music.
They call it the
Both are
second
called the
capital.
capital of country. No
Yeah,
one called it
call-
western.
Yes,
The,
there are two capitals.
What's
Because
his name?
Which country's that awesome?
What's his name? Ralph Emery said on Nashville Now that the Branson was unofficially the second capital of country music because there was such an explosion in country music stars there, moving there and opening up theaters there that he called it the second capital of country music.
This just upsets me. It's country and western, but both of them are claiming capital status for country only, not western. Dude, you've got to embrace both halves.
Well,
I think it's
actually,
implied.
country music stars never call it country and western. That is from people that don't know better and that don't like country music. They call it country and western. We've never
No,
called
that's
it
just a
country and
British
western.
thing. You stick it to the western part. It's just a British thing.
I'm sorry.
We just
I
call
only
it
know
country.
a couple of things like Rhinestone Cowboy. That's a good one.
Western is western movies. Country music is country music.
All right, but it doesn't.
Well,
fit
let's put this to bed and end the round, shall we?
Yeah.
Was that the
So
end?
we got another
Don't we have
question.
one more question?
We have
for
one more
the
question for the Argonauts, indeed. And that question reads, how many times had Guinan been down the aisle? Oh, the wedding aisle. Okay.
23.
I added a word.
23.
You didn't like
Jared.
any other aisles?
Well, I wanted to be specific
Yeah.
because I'm sure she's been down other types of aisles.
Cleat on aisle 3?
Yeah. No, because
She dropped
Yeah,
because
I
she
think
dropped that big
23
bar
is
of
her
breast
lump.
in the pickle.
Yeah, because she told. I think she was talking to she was talking to someone at the wedding, and she goes, "After 23 was my limit."
Yeah, 23 was her limit.
Okay, well,
God,
let's see.
that's more than Zsa Zsa Gabor.
And Elizabeth Taylor combined.
She is quite old.
Yeah.
Though. She's been around a few centuries. It's not with the lifespan of most species. she would be able to have a fair amount of weddings.
Yeah, isn't
No.
she like 700 years old?
Yeah,
Seven of
she
nine.
was on Earth in the 19th century.
Yeah.
I
Well, how
think
many
she
times
was
was she
like-
divorced too? So
Well,
And
no Elorian slut shaming here.
we didn't
let-
say anything
maybe
bad
they have
about her.
multiple.
I do believe the
multiple
word "she's been
spouse.
around" came up.
that's
I
for a
think
different
they
person.
eat I think they eat their husbands after the divorce.
Oh my. So your answer was 23, I believe.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yay!
And you are correct.
Wow.
Congratulations. And what does that bring us to? At the end of round one, it's a tie.
No,
Yeah.
Is it?
So
Yeah,
we understand.
it
the
is.
fight.
It is. I'm just messing with
4 and 4. So, well,
I'm amazed it is a tie because I would have given them the point for that Branston one.
No, it's okay. It's not. We understand. It's all right. We understand what's going on here.
you. I don't.
Do you?
did somebody, I think somebody leaked a memo.
In that case, can someone clue me in because I haven't a bloody clue.
It's a commanding tie. You're right.
It certainly
John.
is. It certainly is. Well, let's see if we can change the topography of this game in round 2. Round 2 consists of 6 questions, each requiring 2 answers. If answered correctly, the team will gain 2 points. If a team messes up one or both answers, the opposing team will have a chance to answer for them and get those points. The question will go to the opposing. Oh, I already said that. I was having a lot of trouble with my computer. I was trying to copy paste things, and it was just it went a bit mental. But anyway, you get the point. So the first question will go to the remits. Sorry.
You okay?
Oh, sorry, I've turned the page here. Which of B4's parts were found 3rd and 6th, respectively?
Oh, fuck you.
Welcome to Question Track After Dark.
Well, that's going to cost you
My
dinner.
goodness. We should be on a delay.
Hang
So
on.
we
I
can
can't
well-
see it.
stuff like
Which
that
of
out.
B4's parts were found third? Wait a minute, I can't see it. I didn't see the question. Which of B4's parts were found 3rd and 6th, respectively?
Respectively.
Respectively.
Okay.
Well, I think his
3rd
head
and
was
6th.
6th.
His head was the 6th one,
So the 3rd,
and
thinking, well, they found
his
an
3rd.
arm first, and it was the right
Oh.
arm.
God and heaven.
Let's see. The 3rd one.
Arm, also,
I'm
legs.
thinking.
Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Toes? I don't think so.
Why does he have such a shiny head?
Yeah, that one hurt a little.
Bald. I think because he was bald. But B4 had hair.
Well, we know the head was the 6th, so we got that one. Should we say torso?
No, I don't think it was the torso. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Zoe's sitting there with an inscrutable Mona Lisa smile on her face.
Random menace.
Little less
Behave.
inscrutable. Oh, dear.
Yeah. Programmed in multiple techniques, no less.
With attachments.
3rd.
It even vibrates.
He said the 1st, I would have known it.
You're good at whistling.
3rd. Picard ordered them to find out.
Is there nothing
Fan
she
out.
can't do?
And
Is there nothing she can do? Is that what you said?
No, is there nothing she can't
think,
it was
if
funnier.
I'm not mistaken,
Well, we'll stick with the whatever was funny.
Data was Worf was walking around and an arm grabbed him the first time.
Yeah, that was the first thing that was found. With the arm.
And
You broke your little ships.
he got a little scared.
Gonna have to push
And
you for an
Data
answer, I
said-
think.
Yeah, I'm afraid we're gonna have to hurry you along.
Should we say torso?
Yeah, I know.
Head and
I'm
torso?
gonna say
Oh, torso and head.
the arm was the first one.
Yeah,
And
we
the
know that.
second one was, I think, the second one was the torso. No, the second one was the foot. And the
So
third one was his upper body.
Yeah, it's torso.
I think. Oh, that's what the torso is called? Okay.
Yes.
Torso is the third one. And the sixth
torso
one
head.
is his head.
Okay,
Home,
so
get us out of here.
your final answer is the board. The board
Torso
are getting
and head.
tired of waiting. So torso and head, respectively.
Yes.
Okay, let's see how you did on that. Good discussion.
Hey!
And you are right, torso and head.
I was so hoping that you'd go with
I just
legs so
have
that
to
we could
think.
nick a point.
Yeah, the smile wasn't so inscrutable after all.
Because I just got through watching the movie before it came on.
Same here.
All right then, over to the Argonauts with our second question.
Boo.
Oh, hush.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. What were
Oh
two
my
of the
God.
observations Worf made concerning the tactical analysis of the ship, which would eventually be revealed as the Riemann Warbird Scimitar?
The destructor banks and the torpedo launchers. He definitely mentioned those.
There's a certain amount of detail required in these questions.
Damn it! I was hoping you wouldn't want us to. Oh.
Oh, I missed my chance to submit my audition tape. Quick stick. It went by too
Well,
quickly.
While I list every single number, you could go off and record it.
We'll tell you when to woe.
Woo, 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 woo. That looks like it says Jeopardy.
Goodness gracious, what's happening over there?
I'm just sending in my.
We don't know.
I'm just sending in my audition tape.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't think you could hear the modem. Gorillas, can you remember the numbers?
I was going to say, we've not heard from Gorilla's Random Thoughts in a bit. Are you still there?
Yeah, so what are you
Okay.
asking exactly?
So in the movie Star Trek Nemesis, Worf is asked for a tactical analysis of the Scimitar, and he says three things. We're asking you to name two of them.
He definitely states the number of destructors and the number of torpedo bays. It's got a huge amount. It's like 16 torpedo bays and 23 disruptor arrays.
Well, the disruptors I thought was a deck of cards. 52.
52. It is a high number, yes.
And like about half of that for the photon or for the torpedoes there, I thought. Around 26.7.
Okay, so let's say 52 disruptor banks and 26 torpedo bays.
Okay, is that your final reply?
Yeah,
Your final
go on
answer, I
then.
mean? Okay.
In the interest of brevity, let's go with that.
Okay,
Because I
well,
don't know
in
anymore.
the interest of correctness, you got one. So,
No, No, they've had a chance to steal. Oh.
You had the 52 disruptor banks is correct. 26 photon torpedo bays was not. So the play reverts to the other team. Can you supply another observation from that analysis?
52 disruptor banks, 27 photon torpedo bays, and primary and secondary shield.
Okay, so you're gonna have to choose one of those.
Either one.
Except-
27,
but not the
27
first
photon,
one.
27 photon torpedo bays.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Are you sure?
All right.
Yeah, we're sure.
Yeah.
We'll go with it.
Okay then. Let's see.
And like I said, primary and secondary shielding.
Well, you said a
Oh,
lot
you're
of things.
just being a show off, Jay.
Of course I am. I'm never
Somebody-
wrong.
There's a point for all of them, bringing the Argonauts up to 5 and the Remans up to 7. Oh, I'm going along at a great pace. What was that, Gorilla's random thoughts?
No, never mind. My math was a lot. I think something else there.
I
Nothing.
no longer support them getting an extra point for that, Captain Branson.
You withdraw that. You withdraw that. Julian? I had a feeling that might float around a little bit. All right then. Our next question goes to the Remans.
Yay.
What song did Data sing at the Riker-Troy wedding, and which character identified the songwriter?
Okay.
Worf
So,
identified the song right. Irving Berlin. And the song was Blue Skies.
which was repeated in
Smiling at me.
Okay then, so your two answers are?
Blue Skies and Worf.
All right, let's see how well you did, which should be evident by the fact I'm going directly to the reply. Well done, Riemann. That's 2 points for you.
Yep.
I don't believe that's true. I'm almost certain that Data was doing the Eminem.
I
The-
have the power.
The Eminem remix of all the single ladies.
In the face of adversity, the British will give the fingers.
Well, he did. He did do his own version of Martin Luther's Soldiers, so you know.
Okay then. Well, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
So
I'm
Well, you
not.
should be more careful. You'll fall off.
yeah, and this is a hard wooden seat. I should have swapped it in something a little more ergonomic for my bum. Okay, so to the
Activate your
At 4
Argonauts.
o'clock in the afternoon.
It's only
Captain
heading to noon here.
It's
Okay.
11.
What two characters did Picard use? Characteristics rather. Did Picard use to describe Worf to allay his misgivings about attending a Betazoid wedding naked?
Damn.
I believe he called him a strapping young man or a strapping young officer.
Yeah, something like that. What? And then he asked him what's a strapping young lad like you have to be embarrassed about or something like that.
Yeah. He was young and strapping.
Young and strapping are your final answers?
I'm trying
That
to
sounds
think of
British
anything
enough.
else.
Sounds British enough.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is what he said, but I don't remember him saying anything else. He said he was going to be in the gym, but that was to him, not to Worf.
So we're
Yeah,
going with young and
Strapping.
strapping. One of those is correct. Actually, Jay said it earlier in the episode, strapping. There was another characteristic, and would the Remans like to pick up a point?
Hmm.
Mm, mm,
all I can think was strapping young man. But, I'm drawing a blank, to be honest.
I
mm,
don't think he called him blank.
You're a strapping blank young man.
I thought he said something about he walked out. They're talking about the wedding. And he said, what are you talking about? I don't think a Starfleet officer should be appeared naked. Oh, a big, strong, strapping young man. Big, strong.
You need to choose one. We're only looking for
Big.
two. Okay. Big.
Yeah.
Big is your final answer. Conti, are you good with that?
Yeah, I'll go with it.
Okay. Let's pull up the answer and see where the chips are going to fall.
Cool.
Handsome and strapping.
Hey, ain't that the same? Ain't like one English and one British?
No, handsome is different to strapping. Strapping would suggest that they're muscular, but not too muscular.
Yeah. And sorry, I was laughing at Random Nemesis comment.
Sorry about that, Conti. Sorry about that, Conti.
Yeah,
No
can we I thought I might have gotten that wrong. Let's put a pin in that. Professor B. Okay, and was it? Are we good?
We are good.
Oh, good. Okay, good. I kind of thought you felt my answers didn't need checking anymore. Anyway,
I checked them.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later off screen. So moving right along.
And for those of you who'd like to hear in on that dramatic conversation, if you call 1-900-1701 Trek Chat, then you too can listen in as we debate the merits of certain terms in our questions. Once again, that is.
Wavy, come on,
I said you were right, T. Dowd.
0900
No. It's just that
1701 Trek Chat.
It's just that John DeMarco says that in that same line he called them big as well, and then I had a doubt, but because John DeMarco's, let's face it, he's smarter than all of us put together. So I was a bit worried that
he did say big, strong, young, strapping young man.
I don't think he sort of had a laundry list of compliments.
He did say big.
Okay, so then they get that point. They each get a point for that. Okay.
Yeah, there were actually
Thank you, John, for keeping me honest. I appreciate that.
Thank you, John.
I guess because in my mind size doesn't matter, but so I didn't think of big so much.
Here is Picard's line. He says, "Oh, come on now. A big, handsome, strapping fellow like you. What can you be afraid of?"
Yeah. Okay. Well done. Well, and Jay has shown a propensity for knowing scripts very well since he watches the film so often and so recently.
Thank you,
what
John.
did you say, Zoe?
Sorry?
What was our answer?
It was a strapping young man. Because I don't remember him saying big. I remember him saying
got
young.
a point.
Yeah, you both got a point.
Yeah. All right then. So
I have to admit, though, I'm with I'm with Captain Dowd here because I never thought big would be a compliment. He's like,
it depends on the context. It depends on the context.
Does being tall count as a compliment when most of them are 6 foot?
It all
Wasn't he,
depends on the contract there, because if I will call the X there big, I will be getting slapped.
Well, and I mean, if
Riker
we're honest,
was,
all of those guys were wearing girdles by that point anyway.
Yeah. Riker was like 6'5", 6'6", and Worf was like 6'3" or something like that. He was a little shorter than Riker.
Oh, well, but then that prosthetic head probably gave him 8 inches more.
He was plenty. He was plenty tall enough for me. A rather handsome young man he was.
Strapping
and a silver
He was
fox
taller
in the
than all of
Picard
them.
series as well. Mm-hmm.
That has not gone unnoticed on the interwebs, I'm told.
One
Remember
would not say
that,
no. Let's put it that way.
Remember that Klingon that came on board in that episode? He was so tall, taller than Worf, at that big Klingon. He was a basketball star acting as a Klingon. My God, he was tall.
Oh, the Klingon they brought aboard to search his ship and detain him. Well, detain him. Okay, well, fun times had by all. Question 5, our second. This is the final question of this round for the Remans. So you better make it count. And here it comes up on the screen now. Which ship came to the Enterprise's aid against the Scimitar, and who was her commander?
It was the Romulan ship. It was the Romulan commander.
Yeah.
The USS
you need to be a little more specific than that.
The USS Robinson under the command of Conti.
Oh, have it prostheticated.
Actually,
Romulan.
Two Romulan.
Romulan commander Denatra. And
sorry, I got
the Romulan Denatra was her name. And the Romulan ship was called
Valdor? Was it the Valdor? Or was that the type of ship? That was the class of ship, wasn't it, Valdor?
Valdor.
No, it's a Valdor type. But I'm not sure it was. That's like sort of like how the Enterprise was a sovereign class. I think the Valdor was the class of ship. I don't think that was the name, was it?
Did you ask for the class of ship or the name of the ship?
The name of the ship.
It was the Valdor. I thought it was the Valdor. Let's see. This is the.
Hello, Erevik Sonda. Welcome.
Greetings, Herb.
The Romulan ship.
Hey, Erwin.
Well, the commander was called Denatra, and the ship was called. I think it was the Valdor. Actually, yeah. The class was actually named after that one ship. So Denatra, Commander Denatra, and
Valdor.
Well, let's see. Let us see. And of course, you were correct. The Valdor and Commander Denatra. Denatra. Well done. That's 2 points for you. Going along at a great pace now. And our final question of the round goes. Oh. Well, I get. Oh, yeah.
Must come high.
Mind you, don't get assimilated. Sorry.
They tried to assimilate me once, and then they brought me back.
Can't keep a good woman down, I suppose. And that takes us to the final question of the round, which goes to the Argonauts.
Sorry, what's that? Oh, yeah.
Conti's not paying attention.
From which illness did Picard and Shinzon suffer, and what did it affect?
It affected their hearing, and it's. Why don't I remember this? Because I actually looked it up to see if it was real.
I know it.
Oh.
Maybe Gorilla
Chirac
knows it.
syndrome or something like that.
Yeah, Shalaf syndrome sounds about right.
Yeah. Schlaft syndrome, and it affects your hearing.
Shallots, did you say?
Yeah, and you become
Shalom.
hypersensitive to sounds.
Yeah, hypersensitivity to sound. It affects your hearing. Schlaft syndrome.
All right. Well, let's see if you're right. Which obviously, since I'm going directly to the question, you are. But let's go there anyway. Conti?
Yo, Conti, wake up!
Oh my good grace.
Shallow syndrome and the hearing. Oh, and the Defiance backing in to say hello. You are correct.
It wasn't the quickening substance chatter.
The phage. Had they cured the phage by then?
Yeah, it was the class.
The think tank put paid to the phage, I think.
Show the scoreboard.
Yes. Hold on, I'm showing some answers in the chat.
They want points too. Okay, so at the end of round 2, we're at 12-8. But hey, stranger things have been known to happen in terms of a bounce back. And that takes us into the our next round, which we like to call round 3.
You sure it's not round 47?
Oh, wait a minute. No, it's round 3.
Okay.
So,
If
round
you say
3, which is affectionately known as the Riker round. Each team will be shown a hideously distorted image, and they will be asked to identify the person or the ship or the equipment that is hidden within. And if they are able to successfully identify it, they get a point. And if they don't, well,
They don't.
I'll leave that to your imagination. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who's showing us their equipment?
I love the Qubert round.
Yeah,
The
they're going to look a little bit different this week. But
Oh no!
Yes, an interesting way. So our first image will be shown to the Remans.
No, we just went past.
No, we answered that one last one.
They just got the last
With the Schlaft.
It's all right. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Wait, Connie made a mistake. Is that under points?
No. I wish it was.
No.
So first image.
What the hell?
What the crap?
That is Geordie in his mess uniform or in his white uniform, dress uniform.
His messy.
Denatra, when they're being attacked, and she's telling Picard,
I'm telling you, that's Geordie.
Romulan L.
No, I reckon that's Geordie in his in the movie.
I think that's Shaka when the walls fell.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
I agree.
Or Shaka Khan.
No, that's Geordie in his dress uniform at the wedding.
Well, you'll have to come to a consensus, or we'll be deadlocked.
You can tell because like you've got the white shoulders of the dress uniform, you've got the bit in the middle, the black bit of the uniform or dark coloured part of the uniform.
I have to go with my captain, but I don't think it is. But
so
not
the final.
It's not the Romulan woman. The Romulan woman didn't wear anything like that. And you can see the head and the hair.
It's Geordie in his dress uniform at the wedding. We'll go with that.
Well, wait. Well, what is it you think it is?
Huh?
Who is it you think it is?
It looks like a battle, and the thing behind them is exploding. Instrument panel, and it kind of looks like Denatra, but it's green in the movie. But
can I have a guess if they don't get it
now
right?
that I'm thinking about it, it kind of almost looks like a scene with is that Wesley? No.
I'm going to have to press you for an answer.
We'll go with him.
With whom?
His answer, Geordie at the wedding. Yeah, Geordie at the wedding. And
Geordie
his
at the wedding is your answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I
Okay,
think it's
then.
Wesley.
Oh, and these are worth 3 points, not 1 point, I think. Is that right?
3 points, yes.
Okay,
And-
so
If they're
You
going
think
with
that
Geordie,
looks
can I
like
have a
Wesley?
guess?
okay,
What is-
You think that
what
looks
is your
like
guess?
Wesley?
Zoe, who do you think it?
It's Wesley.
I think it's Wesley too.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh dear.
I knew it was Wesley.
You turn
I
a
knew
black
it.
guy. That's wrong. That's wrong. No.
That
no.
is correct.
That was a black
But
guy.
It's not in the movie.
Oh, now we're bringing race into this now.
Wow.
Oh dear.
That was in
Wow.
a deleted scene. It
Let's
No,
shouldn't
that's
be
that's a
accepted.
zoomed in from the actual film.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's
Yeah.
definitely from the film.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, it is.
All right then. So
I never saw it.
let's see if the Argonauts are successful with their own picture.
Probably
They are.
not.
We shall see.
No, not bringing it up. Not going to show the next round. Next round. Straight to
Wait a
it.
minute. You
Funny
had
enough,
them this
Con-
whole time, and you still.
Funny enough, though, Conti, the next round is our question.
Oh,
that's a big
please.
pile of
Really?
shit.
Seriously?
That's the Argo.
No, you don't say.
I can't even see it yet.
Darn it.
There it is.
Oh.
Wait a
right.
minute, is it? It looks like the Argo. I'm almost certain it is the Argo, but there's an outside chance that it's actually one of those Mad Max style alien vehicles instead.
Yeah, that's Argo.
Can I answer?
Almost certain it's the Argo.
after-
Yeah,
after
almost
they,
certain
that's
it's
fine.
the Argo.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah.
All right. Jay, what do you think it is?
I think it's the ship that the little thing that's chasing against the Argo that gets exploded and they're being tilted up.
Okay.
One of the Mad Max pursuers.
Yeah.
Let's find out, shall we?
Maybe it's from Dune.
Yay!
All right.
And
When they
it
were
is
turning.
indeed the Argo
When he was turning. Okay.
I'm
that
calling,
travels in the shuttle of the same name.
I'm calling shenanigans.
Yeah.
Why?
Shenanigans.
It would have been hilarious if the Argonauts hadn't worked
He
out
was-
that it was
he
the
was-
Argo.
Wesley was seen, but not in that close up. But he was in the movie.
That's
Yeah,
true.
of course.
As I said, it was a zoomed in part of the frame, but it
But
was
not
an
that
actual
zoomed
frame
in.
from the movie.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
But okay, it's all right. It's all right. We're still winning, and don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, you may want to tone that down just a smidge. Or it just sounds like poor sportsmanship.
Yeah.
All right,
You know-
then. Well,
You know all that stuff I said that Zoe was saying about you? Well, you know what? She was absolutely right.
so I didn't hear that.
Now, don't
I didn't either.
And I think maybe I didn't want to.
worry.
He was saying that you were lovely, and could we have the next question, please?
I think we can arrange that. So the next round is the Stump'em round. And this is where Stump'em. This is where each team gets the opportunity to pose questions of the opposing team in order to get their own back. And so I believe it is the Riemanns chance to ask a question of the opposing team. I forget how the points work. I think if they get it right, the team gets the point, and if they get it wrong, the asking team gets the point in lieu.
Well, it changes every week, so we can just do what we want.
I thought the rule was the Argonauts get all the points.
I'll go with that.
The team with the longest name gets it.
Let's answer my question. Trust me, you will not find the answer.
I didn't even hear the question, mate. I heard answer.
I'm going to give you a slap.
I didn't hear it either.
I didn't realize it was Pon Far season.
Book your tickets. Book your tickets early. The flights aren't cheap.
So who's going
All right,
first?
then. So who's going first of the Remans? Which Reman will be going first?
Jay, do you want to go first?
All right. In the scene where Picard and Data are in the, I guess, the stellar cartography scene where they're looking at the map of the Basin Rift, Data says at current velocity we will arrive at sector what to meet the fleet. What sector is the fleet in?
So two great ways to pose the same question.
You know, I can't articulate.
No, paraphrasing is a great communication strategy, a great discursive strategy.
I wish it was a good aid to memory because all I can think is 7G.
Okay, is that your final answer?
No. Sector 7G is where the chair moisteners are.
Sector 16309.
Wasn't it like something like
a Citroen
1045 or something like that?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Wasn't it like sector 1045 or something like that? We got an echo from someone.
It's better than any guess I've got. I'll go with that.
That's
all right then.
Yeah.
That's near the Romulan neutral zone.
You got it right. Sector 1045.
They did.
Fantastic. Well done, Gorilla.
Nicely done. We are getting
play for. It's a commanding tie again.
Yeah. All right then. The Argonauts, who would like to ask the first question?
Do you want to go first, Gorilla, or shall I?
Sure, why not? Who was the praetor at the beginning of the movie?
What?
Who was the praetor before they all died? Who was the praetor?
Oh, right. Okay. You mean the Romulan Council?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, got you.
Before they got toasted.
I believe it was Senator Fodder. First name
Cannon.
Well, I think the praetor is a Romulan. I'm just not sure if it was a man or a woman.
Well, you've narrowed it down.
I think it was a Romulan man, not a Romulan woman.
Oh god, no! It was a guy.
Yeah.
If narrowing it down to a Romulan is your process of elimination, you're going to have to pick up the pace, I think, just a little bit.
Oh god.
Okay. I'm trying to think. They zoom in into the Romulan Senate, which I think is a great scene. And the man talking calls.
He just fell to pieces under the pressure of the job.
Senator, but he doesn't say anything. I don't think he calls his name. He calls the senators?
Because the Kratos shins on. Before him, it was.
I think they just called him Praetor.
Praetor no name?
No, he did have a name. Oh, crap.
He did.
He did.
Praetor Boris Johnson.
The woman gets up and just says, Praetor. If you will excuse me, Praetor, I have an appointment with the Tholian ambassador.
And don't mind my little red purse. I'll get it later.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And then he says, I call a vote on the some kind of trade.
Because they were talking about allowing the Remus to join forces with them, but he didn't want it.
And when they leave, the senator gets up and says, I have to be excused, Praetor. I have a meeting with the Tholian ambassador.
I think it was Iran. Praetor Iran. Because it always sounds.
He had a name.
It sounds like the country Iran.
Now
Iran.
the senator's name was Talara.
No, the Praetor. It was Iran.
She just called him Praetor.
His name was Hiran.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
I don't
Her
think
name
he
was
had a name.
Rio, and she dances on the sand.
Her name is Rio. Okay, so Praetor Conti. Iran is your final answer?
Yeah, it was spelled Hiren.
Oh, Hiran. Okay, Hiran. I don't drop me H's. So Praetor Hiran. What say you, Gorilla's Random Thoughts?
Well, they spelled it correctly, so sure. They spelled it correctly, Hiren. I think that's Hiren.
Oh, okay.
They got it.
Yeah, they just put the emphasis on the incorrect syllable.
If I'm hearing it right, it was Hiren.
Sorry,
Nothing
Zoe,
wrong.
I tried.
He must have had a name in the credits, because I watched it this morning and Talara just called him Praetor. Never said his name.
Subspace Chatter tells us that his name was definitely mentioned in the dialogue, and I have come to deeply respect and trust Subspace Chatter.
It may not have been mentioned by Senator Talara.
I'll watch it again after we get through, but I don't think they ever called his name.
Pardon?
It was not mentioned in dialogue, but it was in the credits, the end credits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, if it makes you guys feel any better, that wasn't my original question. My original question was who set off the Thorion generator, but then that person's name got brought up like 3 or 4 times in the question. So I had to change it.
No, well, that's a good lesson to all of us, to have many questions in our toolkit just in case. So
I only had the one. I just had to start thinking of different stuff. Like,
well, that'll be a lesson to you for next time. Conti, I believe it's your turn to pose a question to your erstwhile adversaries.
Lay it on me, baby.
There we go.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Which prop in this movie originated in the television Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Could you repeat that, please?
Which prop in this movie originated in Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
I've heard this one before.
Gosh, I've never seen that show. I'm glad I don't have to answer it.
Wasn't it the knife?
Yes.
It was the knife.
Yes, the Riemann knife. It's one of the special knives that I believe Faith uses. It's presented to her by the mayor, so it's the knife.
No, the other prop. Yeah.
No, not that one. There's a different one. This
Yeah,
is an
you're-
illusion.
Wow.
Damn it.
Wow.
And can I? So
I'll
did
be
they
right
get it?
back.
Did
Yeah,
they
you
get
did
it?
get it.
Oh,
They did
well
get it.
done.
Mhm.
And can I just say, what is Star Trek's predilection or preoccupation with when blood is needed? They have to slice open the whole hand. When, I mean, even in this day and age, we know enough to prick a finger. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look manly and tough. That's why.
Yeah.
Slit your wrist.
Good point.
Well, it's very unhygienic.
Random Menace has a very interesting point as well. Why did the Romulans name their ship after a Turkish sword? Why are the Romulans named after Romans? Romulus and Remus.
Exactly, yeah.
Although
Raised-
I do have an answer to
Raised
that.
by a wolf.
I do have
Why
an
are
answer to that.
Daleks shaped like a pepper pot?
Because if you speak Klingon, then the Klingon word for a Romulan is Romulusnugan. So at some point we must have found out that the Romulans pronounced something like Romulus, and that's how we get the Romulan.
The more you know. And
Yes.
stop.
And knowing is half the battle.
I'm just I'm just not corpsing because that's when you're trying not to laugh in theatre. I'm just vamping until my
So I guess we get the point since she told us the answer, right?
no until my questions actually came up on screen because my computer's going a bit slow.
As your body gets bigger, your mind must flower. It's great to learn because knowledge is power.
What reason does Data give for Riemann being a complex language?
Hmm.
Oh, that's a good one.
You've changed.
Rommel's noggin. Yeah, I wondered about that too, Thomas. It sounded Rommel nubbins or something. I didn't get that.
Robulus the gun.
Oh, Nagun. Oh, noggin. Okay.
I've put it into the chat.
But that's like that game they play that Worf was teaching little Kiriyoshi gun, 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 or bang him on the head with a gavel or something.
They had pictographs. There were complex pictographs.
He said I think he said the verb roots were
And the Romulan language is complex with pictographs and with pictographs representing certain verb roots.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I can't hear when I'm thinking. I can't do two things at the same time.
Well,
Because
that
he
is
just made that up.
It
He
is.
didn't actually say it.
Anyway, that's all right.
Is that your answer?
Yeah. No.
I've been practicing my poker face. Did it work?
No.
You got it right. You got it right, yes. Pictographs represent certain verb roots, which suggests that pictographs don't represent all verb groups, which makes me wonder, what the hell does the Riemann language look like? It's like a few pictures and then just letters? What the hell? What's going on?
I thought they got it from Stargate.
But yeah, you're right.
Okay, then. So a point to the Riemanns.
Ooh,
Well done.
nearly.
No, it took me a moment to
He said it
get
right.
the old
Don't try to
Rolodex.
rattle the host. Come on.
No, he meant he
Oh,
thought I was
really?
going to forget it.
Don't try to rattle the host. I believe my ears are now bleeding.
Oh,
Hold
come
on.
on. We never rattle you. You
No.
put it on for we tease you and then you tease back, and it's part of the banter.
Indeed.
I
Indeed.
don't believe you've
Indeed.
ever been rattled.
Banter.
Okay.
All right. On that loving note, we will pass to our final round, which is the whose line is it any road round, and where
Any road?
Any road.
Hmm.
It's British for like anyway. Kind of thing. Anywho, so the round consists of 6 questions, which will provide. Each question consists of an incomplete quote, and the team has to identify what word or words are missing and who said the line, and that's worth 2 points. So.
Never mind. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was looking for something.
Something's coming over the intercom.
I think it's like God. God?
Yes.
Oh, dear. Set you up for that one. No mistake.
Give the Reman 10 points.
What does God need with 10
No. I said no.
You got- oh, that's God's wife. Okay, so we know who's going to win that battle. So the first quote goes to the Remans.
Okay.
No, it goes to the Argonauts because we just answered.
No, it is your turn.
It is, yeah.
They asked the question.
Jay, stop trying to confuse me when you know it's so easy to do.
This is very confusing. Can we start again?
So the quote is, I appreciate your concern, number one, but I've been blank to try the Argo.
Itching
Yes.
and Picard.
Oh, do you need to get a cream?
No. Nope.
We can pause.
No. You're right. It was itching.
Already took care of the itching.
There's a cream for that. So your answers are itching and
Picard.
and who? And Picard. Okay, well, let's see how you did there. I appreciate your concern, number one, but I have been indeed itching to try the Argo, and that was Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Well done.
Well done.
2 points to the Remans. All right. So, Argonauts, let's see how you do with this one. A bit less blank data. We appear to have lost signal.
I believe this is during the pursuit when they're driving the Argonauts, the Argo even, and Picard is getting distracted. A bit less chatter data, he says.
Okay, and sorry, who is this? So Chatter and Picard?
Yes.
Is your crew in agreement?
Is my crew here? Hello, Gorilla, are you there?
Gorilla.
He's muted.
Oh, no wonder you guys couldn't hear me. Damn it, I was muted. I said, "Are you sure, Zoe?" Because I thought that. I'm sure that wasn't. I think Jordy said something like that.
I'm sure it's on the planet, though, isn't it?
No, I thought Jordy said something like a little bit less something. Trying to remember. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm sure it's because he's talking to B4's head in the car, and it's distracting Picard while he's trying to drive away from the Mad Max guys.
So you think it's Captain Jean-Luc Picard, and you think the word is chatter.
And
Well-
then he lifts up the bit between them, the seat cover or whatever it is.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
The
Put the
armrest.
head in. Yeah, the arm.
Okay, then. Let's see how you did.
Fingers crossed.
A bit less
Florid.
florid data, Captain
Oh.
Jean-Luc Picard.
What the hell's Florida even mean?
Oh, it means
Overly descriptive language.
flowery dialogue. Oh.
I believe he was saying that to Data as he was imitating B4, and he was calling humans animals or something like that. So
Yeah, Data is pretending to be B4, and he says to Picard, "Move, puny human animal."
That was it. and it's
Picard
not-
says a little bit,
I'm in the wrong
a bit
part
less
of the
florid.
film.
Data.
So- Zoe put her
Sorry,
invisibility
Noah.
cloak.
Sorry, Zoe.
No, I'm here. No, it's me. I got into the wrong part of the film. Yeah.
It's okay. Besides, I think florid is too infrequently used in English these days.
Yes,
All
we
right,
need
then.
we need to embrace the proper Shakespearean levels of speech. My good friend. Oh yes.
Read on.
Okay, so that's 1 point for the Argonauts, and play moves back to the Remans with this quote: "I am a blank for you as well."
Mirror.
On the wall.
Mira, hardly know her.
He's right. And Picard said that.
I am
to,
just
Shenron.
Yeah, I'm just a disappointment for you as well.
Okay, final answers, please.
Well, I say mirror. Jay?
Mirror, and it was Picard who said it to Shenron.
Well, let's see how you did.
Yay!
And you got it. I am a mirror for you as well, by Captain Jean-Luc Picard, soon to be out on iTunes.
Yeah, I like my answer better.
2 points. And Argonauts, are you ready for your next quote?
No, but let's do it anyway.
Okay, then, over to you. And the quote reads, "I am in a room with blank."
Mommy.
Okay, you've got issues. Let's...
Oh, this
Can we
is a
take the question down momentarily? I want to see the lines of concentration on Zoe's forehead. There we go.
What was it? I'm in a room with lights.
How many?
Five. Five, because I'm going to get tortured.
Yes. Can you tell us where you are? I'm in a room with lights. And it's B4 saying it.
Okay, let's see how your replies stack up to the reply. And we weep at the harmony of it. Correct. That's 2 points for you.
All the easy ones, honestly.
Okay.
That wasn't easy because I was thinking for a while it was Deanna Troi trying to describe what she saw on the Riemann ship when she was doing the mind meld across space.
I thought it was I'm in a room with a view.
Also, I
All
was
right.
getting flashbacks to Nightmare, the old children's TV show, where the player character had an eyeless helmet on and would walk into every area of the game and go, "Where am I?" And then the people guiding them would have to go, "You are in a room." It's like, of course they're in a room.
Okay, then.
Who's coming into land?
Wow.
What?
Oh my goodness! Someone was coming into land there.
Oh,
I
no,
heard it too.
I think a very loud motorcycle went by,
Someone's doing
Yeah.
a scraping run.
but I don't know how you heard that because my window. Oh no, that window's open. That's why. Okay, then. Don't worry, I'm safe. Yeah.
They're not doing a scraping run on you?
Well, if they are, they're going to have to get through the roof, I guess. Now then, where were we? Oh yes. So the remake.
Blink rapidly 4 times if you're in danger.
Okay.
Ukraine is attacking Canada.
Oh, I don't think so. Zelensky and I are we're like that. We're like that. Okay, the Remans quote. Have we got a quote for you? A line, I should say. The blank, the Borg, the Romulans. You get all the easy assignments.
I know she mentioned the Sona. This is Admiral Catherine Janeway. She's giving him the orders to go to Romulus.
Yeah.
And she mentions the we're sending you all the available data, but it's not much.
Yeah.
The Sona, the Borg, the Romulans, you seem to get all the easy assignments. Just lucky, Admiral. So it's the Sona, the Borg, and the Romulans. You seem to get all the easy assignments. Admiral Janeway.
Captain, do you approve this message?
I do approve that message.
All right, let's see how you did. Oh, and aren't you two a couple of clever clogs?
Well, you know why she's an admiral there is because she put a computer virus in there every time that Picard was supposed to get a promotion and went to her.
I'm pretty sure they promoted her to get her out of the way after what she did in the Delta Quadrant.
Well, it's like she's just going to keep dining out on all these stories. So let's just get her into a higher position and
promote her out the way.
Yeah, exactly. She can bore everybody with her stories. Oh, when I was in the Delta Quadrant. Okay, so Argonauts, are you ready for your final question and final question of the match?
Let's go for it.
Let's
it's worth
do
6 points, right?
Afraid not.
What am I while you exist? A blank? An echo?
Well, that sounds like something Shinzon said.
Shinzon definitely said it because it's just before he says, "You'll witness the triumph of the echo over the voice." I think it's a mirror. He just mentioned it, and then Picard says, "I'm a mirror unto you as well."
Confident?
No, not confident.
Well, you could always raise shields. Not.
No, we can't. Thought that was round one only.
Hence the not.
I think we should be able to raise shields in any round. It wouldn't really affect the.
I don't think it would work in round 4.
All right, every round except 4. A Hogan. What am I, a Hogan?
Wasn't it something like a shadow? Then he said it was an echo.
That does sound better because he's trying to emphasize how much he feels diminished by Picard existing.
Yeah.
A shadow. That we'll go with that, and it's definitely Shinzon saying it.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get you some points with that. Are we keeping you up there, Zoe?
Oh, I did a 7.5-hour live stream yesterday. In another
Wake
part of
up,
the country,
Conti.
and it was
Awake.
it was tiring. Let's put it that way.
What am I while you exist? A shadow, an echo,
Shadow.
as said by Shinzon.
I love the way he said shadow.
Oh, I was getting lost in what Zoe was saying. That's fine.
Well, there you have it. We have the Remans sit at 20, placing them just in the lead, and the Argonauts close on their tails with 18. Congratulations.
It's not a commanding lead.
Close, but not close enough.
It's an ensign lead.
Okay.
Well, I guess we all know what happens next.
Sorry, Zoe. I
there we
tried.
go. Sorry.
I tried, Zoe.
Well, I could play last week's again.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, go.
You've seen how he responds to threats. I wonder how he would respond.
Ooh, let the Conti out. Ooh, let the Conti out.
Sing one, sing.
I love that one.
It is very good. It is very good. Featuring the vocal stylings of our own Admiral Brains.
It's a good job next week we're doing the JJ verse movies, and I'm back in charge again because you guys are all in trouble. Big trouble.
And,
What did I do?
I'd like to
Oh,
say
you'll be
thank
here next
you.
week.
I'd like to
Hey,
say
why are
thank
they in
you
trouble? You won.
for having me on the show all of this time, and I hope that my replacement for next week does really well.
Don't leave us, Zoe. Don't leave us.
You're the heart.
I was
You're the
playing
heart of
into
the
what
show.
Conti just said, that we're all in trouble.
No, don't worry. I won't hurt you all too much.
I worry every week. Every single week.
Hey,
I don't know.
Yeah, Conti, where you
You
can play
don't
about you
know. I
won.
may like being hurt.
Oh my
Welcome.
goodness.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
After hours.
Here.
Well, thank you to
Wow.
Shush. Can I have a bit of hush, please? Can I have a bit of hush, please? Thank you, Admiral,
sorry, what
for
were you
running
going to
the
say?
scoreboard. Yeah, for 15 years. And thank you to our wonderful captains, Zoe Kirk Robinson and Conti, stalwart. Can't say enough good things about them. And to our very gracious guests, thank you for joining us, Gorilla's Random Thoughts, and Jay Aldrich. Always a pleasure. Any final words from Conti?
Final words? What are you going to do? I mean, honestly.
Any final words before we pass sentence?
Yeah.
I have to say, yes, I do. T. Dowd, you did such a great job running the show, especially the opening. I may even consider one day handing over the show to you. But
oh dear.
Wow.
One day.
Monday? Well,
day.
I'm a bit busy on
No,
Monday.
no, it has to be Tuesday.
God, see what we're doing now. See what's happening. Oh God, heavens. Anyway, thank you all for coming for the show. See you next week for Star Trek, the first J.J. Kelvin movie. And
I like that one. That was a good one.
It was
All
a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Bye.
Great
Bye.
job, T. Dowd.